Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Stafford. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Shoves him away. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if... And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Bo Melton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 18. Ready? Now the second-year man from Louisiana. Here's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Lance now on 1st down. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
San Francisco's offense is built largely on speed, and Danny Gray, he's got plenty of it. A legit 4-3 guy who can burn defenders with the ball in his hands. He can catch it short and turn it into a long play. And as quick as he is, the 49ers will get the ball to him plenty, as they just did there for a first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Your Niners at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st down, Lance. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Akers. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
I think every player in the NFL would want to come back from injury, as Nick Bosa did last season. 15.5 sacks, 4th in the NFL, after playing in only 2 games the prior season due to a knee injury.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Lance now on 1st down. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara. And then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with a 20-17 victory. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Working from the gun, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's Lance.
This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance
gets this one to use check. So 8 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On the counter, this is Akers. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefit.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's out to the flat for Akers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And now they'll throw with Lance.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Mitchell will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Davis Price will score. Touchdown, 49ers. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Pulled in at the 24. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Gould is good.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's got some space here. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached.
Touchdown! Bo Melton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 135 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. But once again, it's Mitchell.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.